Okay, everybody, sports fans, Three Christian sports fans, get ready for this match between Pedro Piedrabuena and John Munn at the 2022 USBA National Championship. The players are practicing now, but we're going to start this game in a few minutes after both players have got a little bit of warm-up time. Okay, checking with you real soon. Okay, Three Christian sports fans, welcome to the 2022 USBA National Championship. We are about to watch a 25-point preliminary match between Pedro Piedrabuena and John Munn. This stream is brought to you by caromsports.com, where you can buy all the latest Predator CRM cues, Revo shafts, and Theory cues, Simonis Cloth, as well as Aramith Billiard Balls. We're playing at the beautiful room 5,000 Years Carom, which is a room being run by our gracious host, Henry Ugartechea. He's really treating the players here this week to the top conditions that any player could ask for. It's a beautiful room, complete with 6 heated European tables, a Riley snooker table, perfectly kept Brunswick pool tables. It's a real joy to play in. And the players will begin to lag right now. Looks like Pedro has won the lag, and he'll break from the left side. Pedro, of course, is our reigning national champion and many, many times national champion. One of the most beautiful players to watch, and has been the most dominant player since Sang Lee passed away. I'm very excited about watching this game. I always love to watch Pedro perform. Always something to learn. He's got a great approach at the table, and his planning of the shots is always impeccable. John Munn, of course, the underdog here, is, I'm sure, very excited to play Pedro. So Pedro plays the spin shot, just gets kissed out. But he opens the game. Unfortunately, it looks like John Munn has just been left almost frozen, or perhaps frozen. He's going to take a close look at this. It's hard to see from the camera, but judging from the look of it, if it were frozen, he'd have the option to spot it, but he's not asking for that, so it must be open. Very unfortunate that he can see no angles to score. I don't see any solution here. I'm curious what he's going to attempt. So difficult. Yeah, there's almost no solution from that position. So very unfortunate way to start the game. Pedro, of course, looking at this short angle. Pedro, of course, renowned for his composure and his control, which I'm sure will be on display here. Obviously, Pedro, one of the favorites to win the tournament, though it's not guaranteed. We still have a field of very, very talented players. We saw Hugo in the match before. He's another multinational champion. Pedro's looking to play off the right side of the left side of the red. He's banked the red 2 rails into the corner and into a perfect position. He could even go off the red now, but it looks like, I think he'll probably go either 4 rails off the left side of the yellow or try to find some line off the right side of the yellow. You can do a cross table. You can also go to the end rail with a flat ball and go short, long, short. Let's take a look at what he does. He's looking at the line for the 4-railer. However, it's not without kisses. He could the yellow could haunt him by crossing and blocking him, but it looks like he has a plan. And he's thinking about the kiss, so that's why he's gonna choose to play this off the red. He's gonna stun with English off the red and avoid the kiss with the red. That's also very close, but he can probably manage it. And now he's going back to the four-railer. He's gonna do either drop it in or do a cross table to avoid all the kisses. Just misjudged the follow on the second rail, and it slid away from him. So Pedro runs a 2. Now there might be an opportunity for John Munn to play some kind of ticky here, some kind of real first shot, either from the red or from the white. It's very, very difficult to play this as a cross table, long, short, because of the chance of the white kissing the red. So if the white were off the rail a little bit, he could play a ticky and sneak in there behind the red. Curious to see what he's going to do. If he can slice the white away from the red, which he just tried to slice it thinner, but he kissed into the red, so he lost the opportunity to score there. He leaves Pedro with not a really easy shot. He has to put right English, which is going to react on the second rail to flatten it out, but he's going to want to go long, short. Long, short. Now he's giving up on that and looking at potentially attacking this with a bank shot from the long rail. It's an interesting approach. He's going to play a bank shot deep into the corner and try to catch the top of the red ball. He found a good face to bank at this, which has the largest margin of error. Let's see if he can make it. Now he has to catch the top of the red. Perfect. Beautiful execution by Pedro. And now he has almost the equivalent shot either way. He's going to try to play this ball. Oh wow, he's going to try to stroke this as a draw shot. This is almost like a trick shot. Very, very strong draw. Wow, look at this shot. He avoided all the kisses. And he scored. Beautiful. That is amazing. Really nice to see. Look how he avoids the kiss with this yellow. Just gets out of the way. And he draws all the way around to score. Wow, that was an incredible shot. Now Pedro's back at the table, looking to draw off this red ball into the line. Does he let it slip away from him? Just slipped away from him and got through the hole. It's another run of 2 for Pedro. And if you notice, he needed the speed to attack the shot, but he had that built-in. Built-in defense. Not that he had to play it right now, but he needed the speed just to get the action. So John's going to try a cross table here, long, short, but he's got to make sure he doesn't cut the white into the red, which he just did. Not easy. Don't have much freedom when you're hitting that ball, because if you hit it fuller to avoid that kiss, the action on the cue ball won't be there. So tough situation. And with that shot, John Munn loses a little control and leaves Pedro with a short angle, which is probably the last shot you want to leave Pedro. He looks at these shots and he's looking to run 5 points. Perfect control. Red's up in the corner. And he can even use it. It's never too good for a red to be buried in the corner because then you can't use it as a first ball, as a second ball. But now he has a chance to play this off the red and 3 rails. He wanted to hit that ball a little fuller. That would have yielded a better position. He shook his head a little bit. Wanted to hit that fuller, but just got away from him. So on this shot, this is a challenge because he has to choose between 3 or 5, and he's got to also avoid a kiss with the yellow. He's looking where he needs to drive that yellow. He might have to play this as a spin shot, hitting it with a lot of English. In any case, the kiss is looming, and I'm curious to see how he's going to plan to avoid it. If he drives the yellow into the corner, it can come back and haunt him. He might try to go. Looks like he's going for 3 rails here. A lot of English on the last rail. Makes the ball big. Beautiful control. And it always seems like every time Pedro puts that second ball in a position where he can use it, he maximizes his chances. He can play a 5 railer from here. Gotta make sure he doesn't bank the yellow 2 rails into the red. He just avoided that and missed it by a hair. Really just missed it by a hair. That's a run of 3. And John Munn's yet to score. I mean, you take a look at the margin of error that Pedro missed this by just a hair. Oof. Just a few millimeters. So John Munn looking to play 3 rails into a small target. Not easy. And it looks like he's left Pedro with some options here. Pedro can either go very long off the left side of the red. If he gets it right in the corner, he can play a 5 railer. He can also play a 5 railer off the right side of the yellow. Also, looks like he'll play this off the red. Just needs to avoid cutting the red 2 rails into the yellow. So let's see how he manages that. He's got to hit it really thin. Ooh, he misses the corner. Trying to hit that red thin enough to avoid the kiss I was talking about. Just missed the corner. So he returns the shot back to John. And John is looking to play a short angle. But he's got to make sure that red ball doesn't drive into the shot. Finds a good line to score. Beautiful shot. It looks like John might be able to get his next shot also. If he plays off the red and he avoids banking the red into the white. Oh no, he's taking a look at if he can hit enough of the red ball, you can play a short angle in it. Beautiful action. Perfect. The balls are in the middle of the table. Very good. However, there are no short angles. They're all blocked. The path off the right side of the white is blocked by the red. He might be able to play to stun the off the red ball backwards and play a short angle, but that's not easy. He has a shot that he might be able to play a four-railer off the left side of the red. Might be what he's looking at here. He's got to make sure he doesn't bank that red into the shot. Okay, so returns the, makes a couple of points and returns the table to Pedro. There is a cross table from the red, but he's passing it up. It looks like he's going to play thin off the left side of this. It's very difficult to see the line he's trying to get to. He may be trying to play it. Yeah, he's going to go back to the cross table with a very flat ball. Long, long, long. Oh, it's probably long, long, short with control. Cue ball, the follow on the cue ball broke a little too soon and he hooked after the second rail into the short rail. So, John Munn unscathed. Looks like he can hit it thin enough on the left side of the yellow to go long. Does he have enough English? Hit a little too thin. Leaves Pedro with a cross table. Long, long, long is what I predict with a high speed. You can try to go flat, but that looks really hard. Long, long, long. Ooh, he caught a little bit too much ball there. And Pedro fails to score. A little surprised that Pedro missed that shot. like he's going to try to go 6 rails. Oh, just kisses. He tried to play at 6 or 7 rails. Got kissed out. Hit it very well though. He hit the he got the long rail, which was maybe the hardest part of the shot. And was finding a good line, but just ran into it after a few cushions. Pedro now looking to drop this in. You would have to hit very thin with a lot of English to make it short enough to make that red ball big. Feather thin hit here with a ton of English. Free shot, free safety. Did he go short enough? Is it fast enough? Just here too slow. Leaving nothing to chance here. Of course, that had a built-in position and everything in case you scored, but John Munn is not looking at an easy shot. He can attempt to play this as a 6-rail bank shot, either to go short or long. He's deciding to play this as a short, long shot. John's calculating the rails here. It just has to be hit very precisely. Speed off the last rail, critical on how it slides. So he fails to connect there. And leaves Pedro with a shot which he'll have to play on the left side of the red. I think Pedro will be able to judge this because he's so close to the red. He wouldn't have any excuse of hitting the wrong amount of ball. But he still needs to get the precise action off the first rail and second rail. So here's Pedro's going to attempt long, short, long. See how he hit it? Perfect. And he's left himself with quite a natural 4-railer, 3 or 4-railer. Off the right side of the yellow here. Perfect. And he got a good connection onto this red ball for a perfect opportunity as a short angle. Let's take a look at where his last 2 cushions need to be. Pedro always has the discipline to inspect every aspect of the shot, to perceive every perspective of the shot before he gets down to shoot. Let's see if he has the English on the second rail. Perfect. Nice control by Pedro. Now he can play this as a 5-railer, or he can play as a short angle off the red. He might choose to do that. Looks like he's going to go for the 5-railer. No. 3 or 5. 3. Perfect. Very nice. That's a run of 4. And is he rewarded with a short angle? Not quite. He can play this as a long, long, short, long pattern. It kind of lays nice for that. He can't make it short enough on the right side of the red, so he's looking to play off the yellow. He could play off the red long, short, short, and that makes for a big ball. Looks like that's what he's going to try to do. Long, short, short. Perfect shot. That's 5. And he's still in perfect control here. Most likely going to play this natural off the left side of the yellow. Again, that discipline, he always goes and takes a look. There's no upside to not getting that extra perspective of where he has to hit exactly. Takes the time, walks over there. There's no kiss on the shot, obviously, if you're playing 3 rails. And only good things can happen, so there you go. Did he get the right action? Perfect hit. And again, wide open. He just needs to bank this red and avoid banking or double banking the red into the yellow, and then finding this line to score makes the yellow very, very big. It's possible to go direct or even back it up on the short side. In any case, the main problem is banking that red into the yellow, so let's see where he can double bank the red between the yellow and the short rail. In any case, avoid hitting the red into the yellow is the big problem here. He achieves everything, just misses the point. I believe he tried to hit it on the way in. Ran into the red. Oh, he did score. He did score. It looked like almost that he missed it, but apparently he did score. So, similar problem here. He's got to bank the yellow into the short rail so it doesn't kiss into the red, which he does perfectly. And he judges the action on the last rail. Ooh. It's probably better that he kicked it from underneath. That gives him a chance to make this 5-railer. And that's a run of 8. In a 25-point game. It's devastating. John Munn really hasn't had very many chances at the table here. Five rails. Let's see how you avoid the kiss with the red. That's the main problem here. The red goes across a couple times, and he avoids it altogether by playing it super long. What a beautiful control, and still in a great position to score. That's a run of 9. Okay, 3 rails accurately. That's what he's looking at. It's a one-way shot, so he's got to make sure he catches that 3rd rail exactly where he needs to. Perfect. And that's a 10. With that, he's actually made himself a short angle. A short angle that has babies. The red ball is just going to open up for more short angles, hitting it super thin. And he'll score lightly on the yellow. So there's almost a certain chance he'll make a few more from here. Just has to hit this one. Very, very thin hit, so it's very sensitive. Perfect. Almost missed it on the outside, but it's almost better the way it turned out, because now he can play the outside of the red and continue his run. Again, that discipline of always taking a look of exactly where he needs to hit before he gets down to shoot. So nice to see. That's a run. He's on a run of 11. He'll be looking to bank this red ball 2 short rails back to the middle of the table. And connecting on the red, he should have more opportunities. They're all here, right in front of him. He just doesn't want to be crowded on this red. Oh, beautiful control. So nice to see. That's 12. I wonder if we can see a high run here. Could run 17 and out. That'd be nice to see. So another 3-rail shot. Cinched it. Cinched it, and he's rewarded mightily. Ooh, well, it's not that easy. He's got to shoot over the red. He would have preferred that yellow to be a few inches off the rail, but he could play this as a rail first. He could play off the outside of the ball. There's a bunch of different things he can do. Looks like he's going to play this rail first. Or no, he's going to play this almost as a ticky. Yes, he played it as a ticky. Avoided the kiss masterfully, and that's a run of 14. Playing for 3. Pedro's really, really feeling this table, taking command here. But he's got a tough shot here. If he can see the right side of the yellow, he can actually play this as a 5-railer, spinning it to the. Oh, he's going to play it thin as a 3-railer, going deep into the corner. He's going to take a perfect hit here and a perfect action. Just slipped it long. That's a beautiful run of 14 points by Pedro. John has a very makeable shot here off the right side of the red. It's interesting that he seems to be looking at the line that he needs to go to. He needs to decide to play this 3 or 5. It's not a 2-way shot. And he's got to make sure he doesn't kiss the red. That shouldn't be a problem for him. Just misses. So difficult to play against somebody who's in dead punch like Pedro. And from this position, Pedro looks like he might be able to run this out. He can hit it thin with draw on the outside of the yellow and then bank the yellow 1 cushion into position. He's looking at the line to the first rail. And that yellow ball, if he can draw this slowly, that yellow ball will go 1 or 2 rails into the middle of the table, and he'll have a great shot next. So let's take a look how he controls it. That's that yellow ball. Beautiful shot. But this is not without challenges. He has a 4 cushion shot, but it has to be hit precisely. It's a small ball. I think he'll make it though. He's so close to the red, so he can get any action he wants. He's going to figure out where his 4th rail is going to be, and then he's got to figure out how he's going to pass a kiss with the red ball. It's the only thing that can stop him here is the red ball crossing over and affecting the shot. Let's see. manages the red perfectly, hits exactly where he pointed, and a beautiful shot. Pedro playing for one. And he's looking at all his options. He'll probably shoot off the yellow if it's close and he can find the action he wants. But he can play off the left side of the yellow. He's looking for his third rail here. That's where he wants to take the third rail. No, the fourth rail, sorry. So it'll be long, short, long, long. This is the match point. Long, short, long, long. Avoids a kiss from the yellow to the red and executes it almost perfectly. That was a very good try. Unfortunately for Brian, doesn't have much of a shot. See how he misses the yellow into the red? That was very intentional. He had to hit it thin enough, but then just misses the red by a centimeter. John Munn attempts a bank shot and misses. And now Pedro is playing for his out shot. This is the 11th inning. Looks like Pedro's going to play short, long, long and attack this ball in the corner. He's got to gauge that. The English on the third rail, so it'll the check side English on the third rail is going to be key to making this ball. Let's see if he can gauge the slide on the third rail. Perfectly gauged, and that's a beautiful game by Pedro. Pedro defeats John Munn 25-2 in only 11 innings. That's a beautiful game. Pedro obviously the favorite to play that match, but he averages 2.273, and that's the conclusion of this match, sports fans. Pedro Piedrabuena, that's just a taste of what of the world-class billiards that we're gonna see here at the 2022 U.S. Nationals. Pedro, of course, one of the favorites to win. He's the defending champion. I want to thank our sponsors once again, caromsports.com, for giving us the stream. You can visit caromsports.com to buy all of your Predator CRM cues and shafts, Revo carbon fiber shafts, 3-cushion. Theory Cues is also a sponsor of this tournament. Simonis Cloth, they gave us the pristine conditions we see here. Simonis 300 Rapide Prestige Blue with Aramith Super Pro Cup billiard balls. Again, the best equipment any player can imagine. And our gracious host here, Henry Ugartechea, has given us the absolute best conditions for any tournament player could to hope for, and that's these Verhoeven and Soren Sogard heated tables. Everybody should go and visit US Billiard Association, USBA.net, to check out the tournament charts to watch how the brackets are, the round robin charts are progressing. You can catch the live scores in real time from spinhound.com, where all of the data for this tournament are being stored and archived. You can follow the action in real time. So check out those two resources. Irely 3C is the YouTube channel. That's my YouTube channel, where you can check out the live link to see whenever we're broadcasting live here. We'll be broadcasting all day today, tomorrow. Broadcasting all day today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Be sure to catch the two semifinals and finals on Sunday, which will be most certainly the most exciting matches, and we'll find out who is the 2022 three-cushion billiards national champion. Check out all of these websites and follow along. Thanks for joining us. I'm very honored and happy to be here. And to provide all this coverage for all the three-cushion fans around the world. Be sure to join us for the next match. It's going to happen only in a few minutes. Okay, everybody.